Senzo, what the fuck was in your beanie that shocked the shit out of us?
Hollow Escom, boy.
Fuck, the only electricity in Joburg was in our fucking ears. God, podcasting is risky business.
I know, right?
I don't know what happens. Like Senzo and I are sitting here, we both get this like shock in our ears out of nowhere.
It's the one time you complain of too much electricity.
Right? Didn't quite seem there. Oh, we're back in it. No show last week because Ryan, that voice you heard there, was, I mean, you weren't driving BMW M's.
No. I was being driven by some Italian world-class race drivers.
Did you do the night drive?
Yes.
That looked awesome.
It was very, very cool. We got invited to a cocktail evening on the Friday night.
Oh, that's where I saw your photos. You guys are all wearing shirts. I've never seen you in a shirt.
Right?
We had to spruce it up. It was business casual.
Okay, business casual.
Smart casual.
Now,
I hate that.
I don't know if you guys know this, but I have no idea what that means.
I'm business casual.
Because I have sort of an idea for smart casual, but business casual, does it mean like suit pants and a Marvel shirt? Or like, you know how we're talking?
So business casual. Okay, this is how I take business casual.
Tux shirt. Tux t-shirt.
Shirt. So a t-shirt, but like a tailored G-Star kind of Armani exchange, but you don't want to do garish brands. So tailored, business casual, I'd say is a nice polo or a shirt, neutral color.
Yes.
You can get away with dark jeans, but preferably chinos. Go for a chino, not a light chino, dark chino, tailored.
Yes.
And then you can get away with kind of like the new age football manager sneakers, the smart formal sneakers.
So those Graham Potter sort of
That's what I'm
glow
saying.
sneakers.
Yeah.
So business casual would be something like Pep or like Ten Hag.
So it's Pep and it's Potter. Ten Hag's like a bit hit and miss the way he dresses.
Yeah. Also, he must fix his collar.
Ten Hag looks like a drug dealer.
Wow.
If
What does a
only.
drug dealer look like?
No, he reminds me of that guy from Breaking Bad.
Yes, yeah, Walter White. Yeah, I got it. Listen, I think that's a bold comment there.
Yeah.
You know, but so I'll just bypass that. Senzo, you've not been driving BMW M4s.
No.
No, just Ryan. We're not.
Ryan's a high roller, man.
We not been in that world. So this is working title FC WTFC. Another. That's it. You can say it. Say swears. Say a swear. What the fudge? I know you guys don't like swearing as much as me.
No. I swear a lot.
Fucking love swearing. I love it. It's like, I say fuck like the Smurfs say Smurf. You know what I mean?
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, Cartman.
But you know what I mean? The get out is that I get to click the little explicit sign when we upload a podcast and people know, like, there's going to be a swear.
Yeah, well.
The thing is, you might as well throw it in there because there's a lot of sexual innuendo that just happens anyway, you know?
Now I know what you're saying.
So we already have to tick that box. Might as well, this is just bonus content.
Just bonus content. We're just going to bonus. Hey-o.
Oh, you really went there, hey?
So let's get into this week's show, some football content. Only one story. Now listen.
It's only the biggest story.
It's a bullshit non-story, right? But for the sake of our fans, I've got my own opinion on it. Sake of our fans, there is a man in this room, Ryan. You may notice him, and if you're listening to this, you probably sense who it is, who has Cristiano Ronaldo as his WhatsApp wallpaper, as his WhatsApp photo. He's still got it. Still Ronaldo. Still got Ronaldo.
In civilian clothing.
In civilian clothing.
Oh, civilian clothing.
So Senzo loves Ronaldo.
Yes, I do.
So when Ronaldo decides, fuck it, I'm walking off, right?
I'm walking alone.
Senzo's triggered. Thinks Ronaldo's a disgrace. Thinks his apology
You thought
was
Ronaldo
bullshit.
was a disgrace?
Well, what he did was disgraceful.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
No, I'm okay, so this As you know, I don't really follow Manchester United.
Come on, no.
content.
No.
I'm sure everyone knows.
No, Ryan. No one's buying that.
Come on, are you trying to convince us, or are you trying to convince yourself, buddy?
I don't watch anything United. I don't really follow the Ronaldo saga.
So you're not going to be watching tomorrow?
Of course, I'm watching tomorrow.
Yeah.
But this was one incident I didn't actually understand because this is a game, so I just sort of caught the last bit, but I didn't catch the full drama. I saw the repercussions afterwards, but I didn't realize how much was swept under the mat until I started getting into a couple releases from, I know, Fabrizio, Fraud
Brizio, if you ask me.
Brizio, yeah. So I didn't realize that he didn't actually want to come on.
Well, that wasn't shown on TV. I didn't see that.
I didn't see that either.
That's hearsay.
That's for me as of that.
Because not even Ten Hag has come out and said he didn't. Did he?
I heard.
He did. He did today in today's press conference.
So Ten Hag said Ronaldo refused to come on.
Yeah, he did. So because they were asking in the press conference. So I'm on the United site right now.
Right.
And then they ask Ten Hag.
Because while Senzo's looking that up, because yesterday his first statement was, "I'm going to deal with that in the morning. We're going to be celebrating.
I'll deal with him. Yeah,
I'll deal with him later." So this is what actually. And then when I woke up to that official thing that was released that you're about to read
United. But no, I'm reading. I've got the transcript from his press conference today.
Oh, okay.
Ahead of the game. So
today being what's the date today? The 21st.
21st. Back to the Future Day, by the way.
Yes, Marty McFly.
There we go.
2015, October 21st. That's the day he landed on. Senzo. So right, give us that statement. What's that fucking bald fraud thing?
So okay, I'm gonna read the three clear things. So the interviewer or the journalist goes, "Hi Eric, we saw a statement from the club about Ronaldo. I'm just wondering how that conversation went and how you see the situation going forwards." And then Ten Hag goes, "What's the talk? If you ask about that, it's between me and Ronaldo. I think the statement's also clear." Then the journalist asks, "Do you feel he'll be able to play going forward?" And then goes, "Yes, that's also in the statement. He remains an important part of the team." Then the journalist asks, "Eric, did he refuse to come onto the pitch on Wednesday night?" Ten Hag goes, "Yes."
Firstly, bullshit, because he's been dropped by United as far as I've read for the Chelsea game this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Because of what he did.
Because of what he did, yeah.
He's got to go train with Tom Hiddleston in the under-23s.
Yeah, man.
Ryan, you know that? Tom Hiddleston. Do you see that deal United got? Everyone knows Tom Hiddleston. You remember him. Umbalelo said he played with him when he's in the Watford Academy.
Yeah.
So probably the most talented player he's ever seen. It just tells you the level of Premier League that if Tom Hiddleston stands out so much, right? So Tom Hiddleston played for Spurs. I think that was a big club. A couple of times for England. Newcastle? Was he at Newcastle as well? Could have been. No.
Anyway.
But anyway, he's a playing coach for Manchester United's under-23s. So he actually plays in the games with the youth kids. I don't think he's 40 yet, but he's kind of round about there.
I think he has touched the big four.
He could be.
He's 35.
Okay, he's 35. He plays on the pitch, but coaches the kids while he's playing in these games. It's quite outrageous. And sometimes you see him playing and you go, wow, that is a grown man. And he's so much better than everyone else, even though he can't run anymore.
I'd love to see Benny McCarthy doing that with...
Benny McCarthy's not running.
Nothing.
Up front with the United strikers. Can you imagine him playing with Rashford and bloody...
Props to Benny, but that
in the
boy's,
18 area.
Let's say, a whole career spent in Europe, coming back,
he's got a Champions
spending
League.
some rands, only South African with the Champions League medal. So, okay, the Ronaldo story, right? So he refuses to come on. That's what Ten Hag says. Ronaldo apologizes, kind of says heat of the moment, I was pissed off. Dropped 2 weeks, fine, £1 million.
You got fined £1 million?
Yeah, because he's on 500.
2 weeks' wages. He's on
2 weeks' wages.
So, Ronaldo's first... Now, I'm not sure because everyone got cut because, everyone's salary got cut because they're not in the Champions League. So, Ronaldo apparently took a cut from 500 to 350.
Nah.
And
I
don't think Ronaldo's taking 350.
I don't think Ronaldo took that cut, right? But...
I also heard he's taking 350.
Nah.
Okay, well, listen, either way. Yeah. That's the best part of £1 million fine.
Yeah, it's north of 500,000.
I mean, he's going to post one Instagram post and make 10 times that back.
Exactly.
So that's his rate card, right? So, Senzo, your first infuriation came when you're going, were you one of the people, sorry, because there were so many Liverpool fans loving this, going, he's a disgrace. He should be setting an example, blah, 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 all that woe is me, clutching pearls, whatever.
Sure.
You know, do you feel the same, that he should be setting a better example?
For me, look, by all means, be upset, right? But the manner in which he did it, you know what I mean? 89th minute, and do you know when he walked past the fans? He didn't applaud or anything. So that gave a clear inclination, or indication rather, that something's amiss here, you know what I mean? And now, you know, it was such a great team performance. What does that say about you and your teammates? You know what I mean?
I can tell you right now, I don't think one of those players noticed. I don't think one of you know, we've all been in, whether it be team environments or work environments. When you're that many people and one person's being the dick, you don't even notice.
Honestly, and those guys were busy soaking it up after a massive performance, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I think it's just, I don't see that as an issue. I don't think anybody looks at it. I get you with the fans, right? So that is true, because, you know, those Old Trafford fans love him.
Yeah, they adore him.
You know, Ronaldo was never loved at Real Madrid. No,
Yes.
Real Madrid don't love anybody.
yeah.
They don't love anybody, you know. They love him. They lap it up. So, you know what? Have it out with the coach. And I get. So I think that is a frustrating thing. I kind of take the point of view of, like, listen, I'm not sold on Ten Hag, right? I mean,
Still?
no, I'm not, and I'm because I've just seen so many managers come in and out, and just we get excited about them. You know what I mean? So I'm not sold. Here's the thing that I wonder about him, is that there is a level of managing a super club. There, you can manage Ajax, which by all means, I mean,
with all due
storied
respect.
club. But when you manage a super club, there's something different, and this is something Potter and, you know, will learn. That's why they kind of rotate or manage a stay. Is that you need a bit of that intelligence of understanding a superstar, a big ego, right? So obviously he's gone in, I need to take on Ronaldo, right? He's made it very clear from day one.
It's me against him.
Right? I'm going to use him to prove my power.
What I'm about, yeah.
Right? And rightly so. Even Ferguson's quoted, I've seen that quote come up. A player thinks he's bigger than the club. He's got to go.
When he was speaking on the Beckham thing in his autobiography.
You know what I mean? That's fine. It's a very different age. Beckham was the first of these benchmark tent pole players.
Yeah.
Right? Since then, there's a lot of them. Right? For me, I look at the situation and go, Ten Hag. And it's not fully his fault. And I think it talks to the structural and institutional problems at United.
Absolutely.
Right? Is that you're winning 2-0. Cruising. Spurs were terrible, right? Lloris kept out 2 or 3 goals.
Lloris was man of the match.
You know, it was Spurs just offered nothing, but United played well. So as bad as Spurs were, United really didn't let them play. You're 2-0 ahead, 10 minutes to go. You know what? Take the easy win, put Ronaldo on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, take the W.
You know, you're cruising. He's not going to turn. The game's not going to turn against you. If it does, it's not his fault. Then what do you get? You get win 2-0. Ronaldo's happy. Ronaldo fanboys are happy.
And maybe he possibly gets a goal.
Then you look like a genius. If he doesn't score, even the haters are happy because they go, you see why you don't play him.
Yeah.
I think it strengthens your hand more if you put him on and he doesn't score, because you go, I can't play against Chelsea, bro. You know what I mean?
I never thought about it like that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it can't take the easy win.
Sure.
No story, because he's getting no credit for that. Oh, Ronaldo, this. You know, guy, for the first time, Ten Hag's, the way he wants to play, was 10 out of 10.
Yes.
It was perfect. You could see what he wants.
Perfectly executed, yes.
Right? I mean, guy, just take the win. Everybody's talking about you. United are something's happening. It's all clicking. It's all working. Even Ronaldo's playing. You're working it out. And this is where I say the institutional problem with United is, where somebody at United who's above calls him in and goes, listen, we're never going to interfere in the team. But guy, take the easy win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't want this noise anymore.
We've already got enough smoke.
Right?
We've already got enough smoke.
Take the easy win.
Yeah.
Let's get the guy on. Everybody's happy and we all move on. You drop him for Chelsea. No one expects him to play away at Chelsea. Easy win.
Do you know, for me, when it was kind of evident against Newcastle, because Ronaldo didn't do anything wrong, and the way Ten Hag yanked him off.
Yeah.
But
Even his weird goal, non-goal.
yeah, that's the goal that wasn't.
Hey, listen, if you're Manchester United and you're relying on those sorts of goals. But listen, Newcastle are performing well. So, Ryan, Todd Bowley wanted Ronaldo to be his problem, right? I mean, he very openly courted him. Do you think... I don't think this wouldn't be happening at Chelsea.
No, it would happen.
What?
That's what I'm saying.
It would happen.
This behavior...
But this is what Tuchel was saying to Todd. This is the kind of behavior that would happen in the dressing room if Ronaldo were to come on board. But don't even get me started on that. I don't know if you've heard the latest. I don't know how far it will go, Paulo, but Chelsea have been looking to make a statement with the new owner, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who's suddenly becoming available?
Kylian
Mbappe.
Okay.
I don't think it'll go as far as what we think it will, because I personally don't think he wants to come play for a Premier League team. But I do know Todd has a lot of money and he's been looking to make a big statement. And who's bigger?
Mate.
Who runs the French league?
Mate, I'll tell you, it wasn't by accident that we hear about Mbappe wanting to leave PSG
and Aubameyang.
and Haaland's clause on the same day.
Actually,
So we all see how that is going to work out, where they end up.
Because there were also rumors, right? And I hate to bring this up, Paulo. I don't know if you were alluding to something else, but I also heard rumors of Aubameyang already wanting to leave Chelsea. Obviously, with Tuchel not being at the wheel, he was looking at PSG, and it got me thinking. I wonder if there was some sort of deal that was being put on the table where there'd be a sort of exchange for Aubameyang and
Mason
Mbappe
Mount.
and a lot of. You think Mount? I don't think Mount.
Oh, what do you think? PSG are just gonna let you just ransack them?
Well, I don't think ransack. I think they'll take Bowley for all the money in the world. But
And Mason Mount
you think so? I mean, it's not impossible. But
and Kai Havertz.
the thing is, right? Will Real Madrid want to take on someone like Mbappe after what he's just done?
Bro, it's Real Madrid, bro.
So let's talk about this bigger issue of egomaniacs, right? In the past few months, weeks, we've seen Lewandowski, who's the darling, go on strike at Bayern Munich. Refuse to play, refuse to train, just refuse to show up to get a move to Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen Messi also play silly buggers.
Down tools, yeah.
Right? We've seen Mbappe also. I mean,
It's been the story of Neymar's career.
Ronaldo does it. So let's just go. This isn't a Ronaldo thing.
No.
This is an ego thing.
Yeah.
Right? This is footballers looking at NBA players, dare I say, looking at guys like
Yes,
LeBron
yes.
Oh.
who perfectly manage their careers.
Who can choose who basically are the front office.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of them look at that and go, that's the future for us. You can't compare different markets, different sports,
Sure.
different realities. But I do think there's a sense of players looking at LeBron, what he's done. And Senzo, you know way more than this, so tell me if I'm talking shit. But I'm right. Anyone who
of
doesn't
course.
know, like LeBron is probably more powerful than any NBA team.
Yes.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
he is.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's the front runner of the NBA.
He chooses what he
Right.
wants. You know.
You don't tell LeBron what he's doing. He tells you, listen here.
Yes.
I want this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. And this is how it's going to go down. And
This is how much you're going to pay me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I'm walking away.
Yeah. So, and listen, I really don't want to get Senzo going on the Lakers right now. So we will move. Look at it. Listen to that. So we'll move
Just
on.
follow him on Instagram and that's it,
And I think a lot of these footballers are looking at that and going, okay, that's what I want to do. This is my suspicion, right? So the thing about Ten Hag taking on Ronaldo is Ronaldo goes, the ego doesn't. Because the next ego will step into the breach.
Yeah.
It could be Rashford or Sancho or Anthony or whatever. You will always have to deal with an ego at elite football clubs. Always, right?
Which comes with the territory, yeah.
Right. So maybe you as the manager need to be the ego like Pep is, right?
And for me, there's only, other than Pep, there's only one other manager that could handle Ronaldo.
Who you think that is?
Carlo Ancelotti.
Right?
Only other guy.
Yep.
And I was just going to say that because I think you kind of go, the only managers who, even Ferguson, and it's generational, wouldn't handle today's ego.
Oh, no ways.
Pep knows how to do it, and Ancelotti knows how to do it because he's just a Galactico.
He's a godfather.
Like, he
knows. He just
has
sits there.
anyone eating out his hands. He's just so cool. He's the Don, right?
He's the Don.
But it shows you how hard it is, right? How you as a football club, even PSG, who are, that's a state, man.
Yeah.
Those guys are politicians, and they see their ass dealing with a footballer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, if you want the big guys, you got to learn to deal with them. And I think the only way you can deal with them is by having institutional strength.
Yeah.
Because the manager can't deal with it. And so, Ryan, to bring it back to Ryan on going back into Chelsea, and whether you're talking it's Mbappe or you're talking Aubameyang, it paints an interesting dynamic, what I said about managing super clubs with Graham Potter, right?
Yeah.
Because he's kind of doing the right thing. I got to tell you, Senzo, Chelsea, I'm so disappointed by them. They look so stable.
They do look stable, eh? Not a peep.
Everything makes sense.
It's so annoying.
It's so annoying.
No,
it is because Chelsea, you could always rely on.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, something's brewing. You know, even Aubameyang, he's gonna do Todd Bowley's talking shit. You know, since Potter's come in, and let's talk about business casual.
Yes.
Yeah.
The glow up.
Potter is Ryan. What's happening to this dude?
West London is happening to that dude.
Yeah.
Mayfair.
London money.
Down at Brighton, the boy is like shaggy hair, scruffy beard,
It's the beach.
tracksuits. He fitted it, right?
Yeah.
I spent some time in Sweden. I'm quite kind of enlightened.
Yeah.
Suddenly, the boys in West London.
He's got the skin fade, you know.
But did you hear that? He said one of the players arranged his barber for him. He said he doesn't have a barber in London.
It's probably Aubameyang.
So
Mason Mount.
no, yeah, it's Mason Mount. If it was Aubameyang, there'd be stars.
Mason Mount.
and fucking initials.
Mason Mount. Don't worry, bruv. I'll take you for a Barney chop.
Yeah, no, it's very sensible. It's Mason Mount territory. If it's Aubameyang, Potter's coming out.
What? He's coming out with like racing stripes and like
like
mohawk.
from the eyebrows, like cut into the hair.
But mind you, Aubameyang's haircut now is still wonder.
For now, I'll make you guys a bet here. You brought up Aubameyang. So Aubameyang obviously wants to come back to Tommy Tuchel. That's his boy. Kind of as soon as he lands, Tuchel goes. And he's like, I've got to behave, right? Even long sleeve, I don't want anyone to see my Arsenal tattoo while I'm playing for Chelsea. Mark my words. Aubameyang's behaving. He starts acting the fool when his hairstyle changes. I'll tell you something now. He's going to get a silly haircut. And with that, he'll start acting the fool.
Are we going to see pictures of him at the airport again with like some faux jackets and a limo?
What a knob. Okay, let's get into the game, right? United, Chelsea. Let's talk. This is the big stuff, guys. This is the one. I didn't even realize we were playing. There's so many games.
No, I know. It's been so nice to have football in the middle of the week because
So
normally I just spend my nights doing not much. And now I'm like, I have something to watch. Although we were held hostage by Brentford, which was quite painful.
Hey, listen, do you want to get four?
You want to get four?
Do you want to get four? Can you want to talk about Brentford? Right.
Yeah.
So this is a good game. Listen, but there's too many matches, and you're starting to see the effect of players going down. Reece James going to miss the World Cup. Jota, Kante, the guys are starting to drop, and you're seeing this impact of so many games. I mean, World Cup's 4 weeks away.
Yes.
I think 4 weeks from this weekend.
Oh, wow.
Right? It's here. Feel it. Feel it. It is here, right?
Doesn't it start on the 21st?
21st.
Yeah. A month from now. Yeah.
They moved it because of
Qatar, and it was weird.
Some bullshit.
Yeah.
So Qatar's not kicking off the World Cup.
Yeah, they're playing like the third match. Like
it's weird, man. It's just weird. But listen, I think we.
Did you see the headline last night? Somebody wrote into, I think it was FIFA or something, to ban Iran for the World Cup, and now they have been banned.
No, that's not happening.
That's not happening.
You don't think so?
Man, listen, which country? Ecuador are playing fake players that don't exist.
Honestly,
and they
bro.
didn't get kicked out.
Honestly.
FIFA's not kicking anyone out.
Yeah.
FIFA's, the money's in the pocket. Don't worry. The
Yeah.
Panini stickers are printed. No one's getting kicked
Honestly.
out. Go read up on that Ecuador story. Hilarious. A player played for Ecuador doesn't exist. All his documents are falsified.
I've heard this is a common thing where I don't know if it is in the African teams as well, where they actually fake the ages of players to try and get them in, even if they're a little bit younger. They'll go on like their brother's ID and things like that.
Obafemi Martins was like 17 when he looked.
Nwankwo Kanu was allegedly like 42 when he was passing off as 27. But listen, you don't say it's malice. I think it's maybe a more societal thing, right?
Sure.
I don't think anyone's intentionally cheating. So, okay, United, Chelsea. Where are we sitting in the table? I think Chelsea are fourth. United are fifth.
We're in the top four.
So, a win here for United takes us above you, kicks you out the top four.
But we all know that's not happening.
Maybe even Tottenham lose again, and they're out. So, it's a big game. There's a lot riding on this.
No, there's a lot riding on this.
I think after Arsenal dismantled Tottenham, I think teams are starting to wake up to Tottenham because we know Conte, low block.
It is.
It was his bread and butter Juve, bread and butter Chelsea, bread and butter Inter. And it's worked for him, and don't fix it if it's not broken.
That's what he does. And
because we used to Tottenham being an enterprising team, like playing nice football. Now Tottenham just look like, we'll just hit you on the break now.
I did see your story that you put up a couple of days ago, Senzo, about how Heung-min Son wasn't in
the top 10.
In the top 10,
for
which is crazy.
Which is outrageous.
Which is crazy to me because he's had an incredible season.
Hey, mind you, Man City won Team of the Season and Real Madrid came third. And Real Madrid won the Champions League and they got rid of City. So, yeah.
Okay.
Lots to break down.
There's a lot to break. Look, let's wrap up Chelsea and United. Massive game, 6:30 on Saturday, wherever you're listening to this, right? Potter's done nothing wrong. Let's go. Ryan is anti-Potter.
He's
turning.
I'm sort of settling into it at this point because there's nothing we can do. So now,
like I said, what's he doing wrong?
What's your Ryan wants Blockbuster. I told you.
I do want Blockbuster. I don't want results in 5 years. I want results like
you are getting results now.
Yeah, but we shouldn't be being held hostage.
You decimated Milan in Milan.
You're top of your Champions League group. You're cruising.
I know. That's what's so annoying. It's like we thought it was going to break.
So
this is not breaking.
Okay, Neymar. Let's take this. Mm-hmm. Neymar at Chelsea, but Potter's still your manager. How are you feeling?
I'll take it.
Especially with dynamite.
Neymar will destroy Potter. Oh my God! I can't even think of what he will do to him. I can't even think about it. Right, Ryan. I want to bring something back. We're going to talk about Karim Benzema a little bit later. You did mention what awards? I can never keep up.
Ballon
d'Or. What's the best awards? That's not that.
Oh, that's FIFA.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, no. The best awards is
what is that? Right?
The best awards.
Yeah,
it's the best awards.
The FIFA the best.
So
before they used to have Ballon d'Or,
yes,
which was French football magazine,
yes,
and then there was FIFA World Player of the Year.
Okay.
Yeah, which was done so Ballon d'Or was November, then FIFA World Best Player of the Year was done beginning of January, right? And then what happened was Platini was like, hey, let's merge the two. Let's make it FIFA Ballon d'Or. And then the partnership lapsed, and then French football was like, we actually don't need FIFA. You guys are sold in controversy, and then now Ballon d'Or is
interesting.
Yeah, it's unreal. Anyway, so that's FIFA, right? So, what I want to say there is, right. So you said Mbappe going to Chelsea.
Yes.
I don't think the Premier League sees Mbappe.
I don't think so either.
Did you guys? You guys want to hear this quirk? How wild is this?
Uh-huh.
Do you know that the Ballon d'Or winner for the past 13 years has come from Spain?
La Liga.
And the only one who broke that was Ronaldo, the season, Manchester United, before he went to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
They kind of got you. Messi won it he had joined PSG, but I mean, he won it at Barcelona.
So the last time anybody other than
Messi or Ronaldo?
Anyone from that wasn't from La Liga, yeah, because it was
Ronaldo.
It was Cannavaro, then Kaká, then Ronaldo.
You got to. He got it. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at out his head. He gets it. You must know if you're listening. That came from Senzo's head. He knew that.
I've always said Senzo's a walking Wikipedia.
My God,
when
that
it
was
comes to sport. No, it's
like I
well
know
done.
that was impressive. That was
Cannavaro, Messi, Kaká. Then it was Ronaldo, Messi. What am I? 2012. Am I on 2012?
You're in 2012.
Ronaldo, Messi, Ronaldo.
No, okay. So you went. So 2012 went Ronaldo, Messi, Ronaldo, Modric, Messi. 2020 there wasn't one, or it would have been Lewandowski.
It would have been Lewandowski.
Messi and
Benzema.
That's brilliant. Well done.
Yo,
That's very good.
that's phenomenal. Hey, that was really good. So, but that makes you go Mbappe and even Haaland for that matter. There's something about being in La Liga that gets you this award, or
Yeah.
not La Liga at Real Madrid or Barcelona.
Yeah.
That's the key
with
there.
all the money that Barca has, it wouldn't surprise me between
Oh boy.
one of them.
Do you want to tell him or should I, Senzo?
What about
Barcelona are in a lot of shit.
Nah, bro, it's a Maya.
I saw it coming because the thing is that Spotify partnership wasn't a lot of money. I mean, wasn't it like 250 mil?
Well, bro, Barca need every penny, bro.
Yeah, but not compared. And you know, the tricky thing for them is the amount they leveraged. It's all dependent on Champions League.
Yes.
It's all
Yes.
dependent on being and going deep in the Champions League. I mean, I don't think they're mathematically out, but it's not.
It's not in their own hands.
Yeah, yeah.
And now-
they're
and now we look
tough.
at-
They need Bayern Munich to do them a solid.
And they're also looking at a return of, the one and only.
Well, I mean, do they pull it off because Barcelona?
this is the
if
thing.
Barcelona thought they were in shit before,
Yeah,
if they don't do Champions League
oh,
constantly, they're in shit. That's
Properly.
because that's what
Proper.
they've
Proper.
factored it all against.
And also, there's going to be a big clash.
that's why they
between
went and they got
Lewandowski.
Lewandowski.
I'm saying there's going to be a big clash between Messi and Lewandowski if he
Yeah.
does come.
I think Messi comes back in quarterback role. Although, listen, he settled down in Paris, and no one's really going to know because he says, I'm not talking about anything until after the World Cup. Because
we
after
all
the
know.
World Cup, he can choose his next team because effectively his contract's done. And I suppose it's whoever offers him the longer term. You know, if
Yeah.
PSG are prepared to go, okay, look, we'll give you 3. Barca will only give 1 year at a time.
Yeah.
You know, there's only so much.
And
that
also
the
now if you're
heartstrings-
Messi, like now you want like proper autonomy now.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
proper.
How many years has Messi got left in him? This is obviously his final World Cup.
You know, it's been interesting. I wouldn't say that.
I wouldn't say that, eh?
Don't think so.
Messi,
Another 8 years.
What's he now? He is 35.
35.
I mean, 4 years.
Listen, you know what's interesting about Messi is how it took him a long time to change his game, but he
Yeah.
has changed his game.
No,
He-
he has
he-
not,
you know, he's kind of realized, that's I've got
Oh.
to settle, and it was brave for him to actually. I mean, all money aside and all the rest of it, to move to PSG because a physical league. France is a tough league. You often see kind of your mid-table Premier League clubs when they need a solid, tough,
They go to the French league.
combative player.
Marseille.
That's when you get them.
Montpellier.
Technically
Lille,
good, clever,
strong,
but can handle
yeah.
it.
But PSG has always run that league.
No. Leon, bro.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But Leon haven't even won the most leagues in France. Saint Etienne. They got 11. So
I mean, Leon did 9 in a row, right?
yeah, they did 9 in a row, and
Leon did 9. You see, listen, the interesting thing about Spain, right? I mean, France, is that Bayern Munich don't slip, right? They do 10, right? Same as Juventus, this domination. Same as City, probably.
yeah,
Do 10.
honestly, same as Rangers, same as Celtic. Yeah.
The thing about PSG is because they're such a basket club of a case, they let people in because as much as they've won, there's also been Lille have been in there, Monaco have taken a
Montpellier.
title, Montpellier have taken a title. So, they have it in them that kind of a thing doesn't click for a season, and you kind of as a secondary team got to go, I just got to keep going. I just got to keep plugging because they do have moments
Yeah.
And this season could be one of those because, there's stars. Neymar, Messi, Mbappe, those guys are going deep in the World Cup.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
They're going deep.
And also there's friction between them a lot.
It seems there's friction between
Neymar and
Mbappe.
Well,
Mbappe's making Neymar look sane.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the thing.
Mbappe makes Neymar look like a model pro. It's what is going
But
on?
also, Neymar's buddies there now.
Yeah, that's right.
Probably tells him, tranquilo, tranquilo.
That's right. But listen, I'm going to make a prediction here about Neymar. I mean, he's behaving. Because Mbappe is acting the fool, and everyone's going, no one saw this coming, right? And maybe we'll talk a little bit about Neymar, Messi. I'll get there. Mbappe, eventually. Neymar, right? Going to go to the World Cup. Brazil are my favorites. I think they're
Brazil,
stacked.
they're stacked.
Okay, Richarlison, they're starting to pick up a few knocks here, but they are stacked. They've got two in. Fred will fuck it up for them.
And they've got a solid coach.
Yeah, they've been there.
TT's been there for a while.
They've missed a few. They've had close runs. They're going to do something. The World Cup ends in December. Carnival starts a few weeks later. We do not see Neymar sober until March.
Yeah.
Imagine going from the World Cup winning straight into Carnival.
Oh, and they get holiday because everybody except England does that 2-week winter, Christmas, New Year recess.
I think England's first game is
Boxing Day.
6 days after the World Cup final.
Boxing Day.
Ryan, you hear that?
Sure.
World Cup final something like the 20th or 21st. England the Premier League plays first game 26. Listen, England don't have a problem, but it's a lot of French players, Brazilian players, Italians. No.
Italians are watching from the comfort of their own home.
Portuguese players.
Portugal, you can't write Portugal off because they're always dark horses. And Portugal, it's either a second round or they're going to a semi.
That's the thing. Oh, man. You know what? So, Renato Sanchez injured, Diego Jota out, Joao Felix not playing, Ronaldo out of form. It's just look, Bruno, Bernardo Silva. We got enough, but I think our different makers are.
I think this is how you want to go in as Portugal.
Maybe
you don't want to go in hot now.
Yeah,
because do you know who has a target on their back? France.
Yeah, listen, I think
everybody's
France
looking
are going to be
lips.
spectacular.
I don't see France going far.
I think France are home in the first round.
You think so?
Yeah. They're having another South African meltdown.
Are you calling it on this podcast?
I'll call it on this podcast.
Okay.
I think France are home. Okay, maybe groups. France are home early. France are out.
We're going to clip this.
And also because
clip it. Look 37 minutes.
Look at the egos in France. You've got Benzema's going to throw his waiter and is going to go, "Hey, have you seen my gold friend?" Mbappe's going to say, "Go check my bank account." Then you got Pogba. He's going to say, "Nah."
Pogba's probably not going to make it.
Yeah, he probably won't. That's the thing.
He's probably going to be chilling with his brother.
No, he's injured,
at a courthouse or something.
I mean, Pogba got injured, decided not to do the surgery to kind of rehab. That's not going to last, man. Even if he does play, he'll break down. You're going to see it.
And also match fitness, eh?
So I think France got early. You know the thing with Mbappe, and even you talk about the Ballon d'Or. I don't even think it's that issue. It's just Mbappe is just really being a dick everywhere he goes, because the whole thing with France is that now he's making every time he goes to play for France, he won't do promotional stuff because of image rights.
Yeah, and saying that players shouldn't endorse products they don't believe in or whatever.
And okay, it's fair because I always find it jarring. Like here, the Springboks are sponsored by McDonald's.
Yeah,
and the meme from the Euros when Ronaldo pushed the Coca-Cola away from him and said only water. Like
agua.
I get that, so I do understand that. But there's a time and a place, man. When you're there as an international team, you're there together such a short time. And you're going to spend it rallying, geeing people up, taking the focus off. He's going to act the fool at the World Cup.
Yeah.
And it's his paymasters, right? He's in the home of his paymaster.
True.
So he is going to be wined and dined and flocked. Wherever, they're going to flock to him wherever.
It's a promotional tour.
And he doesn't like promotional tours.
I don't know if you saw, he arrived back from I don't know if it was one of the games but the whole team arrived back, and as Mbappe got out, they booed him.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the French fans.
Why is he being such a jerk? He came through, he was this.
This is what happens. This is what happens when you give the key to the city to a 23-year-old who's only, ever been managed by one or two people. And they basically gave him a football club.
I mean, they did.
Like PSG's football field is like his backyard.
Bro, they threw 1.7 million euros at him a week.
A week.
He's making 128 million euros just off salary.
And I don't know if you saw a couple months ago with the NBA Finals, he's literally traveling there like a celebrity. I don't know if you saw. I'm sure we watched this video together, Senzo. He looked like. Do you remember when Senzo wore those shades in the studio a couple months back? Paulo's got some water in his mouth. He's struggling to swallow.
He's about to spit it out, yeah?
That's exactly what he looked like. He rolled up with these sunglasses, and they were like, "Oh, Kylian Mbappe," and it's got nothing to do with football. And no one in America even cares that much about football.
No.
But because he was Kylian Mbappe,
They call it soccer there.
he was the sports director of PSG.
Yo, bro.
So, let's just go back to that moment about Senzo with the shades, right? So you may not know,
bright future.
maybe you know us from there, is we used to do a YouTube show, right? And for whatever reason, Senzo just wore sunglasses one day, just for the whole show.
He said the future was too bright that day.
No explanation, just wore sunglasses.
I'm different, bro.
That's just what you do. And, you know, it wasn't a tacky YouTube show. I mean, we had lighting and proper
bro.
cameras and proper sets. And,
And people, we had people running it.
people were
I
very
was one of them.
upset about the reflections about Senzo. But that's Senzo. That's how Senzo rolls. He's the Kylian Mbappe of this show.
He was the controversial factor, if you will.
I mean, you guys don't even know what Ryan and I have to deal with fucking Senzo. My God.
Unbelievable.
Carry him up the, we're on the 4th floor here. The lift doesn't work. We've got to go downstairs, carry him up.
And I won't step into this room unless it's 37.5 degrees.
Yeah, we've got to.
Paulo also has to make sure that fridge is cold with waters and cokes.
Oh, exactly.
And must be an even number, you know what I mean?
No, it's a mess here. It's a mess here.
6
So
ice cubes in the drink.
all
Otherwise,
the Senzo Mbappe that we have to deal with. How do you ever put Mbappe back in the bottle? Whoever reins him in, right? Because what he's doing now is untenable.
That's true,
PSG's
actually.
too small for him.
Go to
Okay.
Real Madrid and let them deal with him. Because they
And
will
they-
not.
they're good at
They
that.
won't give him the star treatment there.
they'll
won't.
tell you, bro. There's a good.
They're like,
Pick
these
one.
are your people.
They'll tell
Right.
you. We told
Blended.
Raul. We told Iker Casillas.
By the way, if you're listening to this on audio, which probably are, that's Senzo waving his hands,
Yeah.
telling them, cheers.
But that's true because there is only 2 clubs can kind of afford him, City or Real Madrid, right?
Yes.
And I heard stories this week he's going to buy himself out of his contract, so he can choose where he goes. I mean,
Really
that is wild. And then there's the discrepancy in his contract that after this year he can actually leave for a reduced rate. It's all very murky and messy.
Yeah.
Right? And
Messi, I
and
like what you
Messi.
did.
But people kind of go, oh, Real Madrid will get, they're not going to go back and be burnt. Real Madrid don't care. It's business, baby. Like,
At the end of the day,
we want the best playing. I don't give a shit.
Galacticos.
Yeah. Soccer players are dicks. We get it. Hey, guess what? My name's Fiorentino. I'm the biggest dick. Right?
Yeah.
Nobody is. And
Florentino Perez.
and that's the only person that can actually rein this kid in.
Yeah.
Right? Because I don't think no one at PSG tells him.
No one in the
No one.
Premier League, everyone will bow
Pep.
down to him.
No.
Except for Pep.
Pep could.
But I think Pep will see through the bullshit and he'll say, listen.
Pep will be
bounce.
like, I don't want this kind of smoke.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like, listen, we have a humble Haaland. And I don't know if you've seen those videos going around of Haaland, by the way, on TikTok. They're flooding my feed.
The one with the jacket.
No,
Have you seen the one with the jacket?
I'm seeing the one where all the guys are throwing the
Yeah,
balls on the
yeah.
field, and then Haaland's the guy who actually holds it and passes it to the guy instead of throwing it at him.
So
Or is that the
that's the jackets, yeah.
That's the
So
jacket
so everyone takes off their warm up jackets and they just kind of throw it at the kit man. Haaland folds him up and hands it to him.
I mean, he's
Fuck
such a
off. But anyway,
Honestly, bro.
no. He's a humble guy, man.
What have you hung out with him?
Huh? No, but that's the perception. But this is the thing, right? This is another thing where it gets controversial. We've seen Ronaldo be the humble guy for the last couple months, right? And
it
now
doesn't
in the
feel
last
right.
couple weeks, it's all been,
But
that's not what he is.
seeing Ronaldo being humble for my second Smurf reference is like seeing a Smurf without a hat on. It's just the
Honestly,
weirdest thing.
it's-
But it's so fascinating, sports, right? These great sports rivalries. And I was thinking about something this morning of Sampras and Agassi, and it's so fascinating in sports that these rivalries are built around, and probably the only ones, and even you could say to a degree Federer and Nadal, it's the yin and the yang, the good guy and the bad guy, the clean-cut boy and the rebel. right? And you go through so many sports, Sampras and Agassi. You look at Ronaldo was the arrogant guy, Messi's the nice guy.
Yeah.
Haaland's the nice guy, Mbappe's the dickhead. You know, it just goes. Michael Jordan's the killing winner. Magic Johnson's the nice guy. Magic Johnson's the nice guy. Larry Bird's the kind of country bumpkin redneck. It's just so fascinating how sport just keeps throwing up that rivalry because it's what we need. We need a good guy and a bad guy. That's what we want in our lives.
Exactly.
There's a reason why those movies make so much money. There has to be a villain. There has to be a hero.
Yeah.
The good, the bad, and the ugly. That's how it works. So Perez controls Mbappe. That's the only way this ends. And it's true because nobody at PSG tells him France aren't going to handle it. They've lost control of him. I think he had the Prime Minister of France back him on this image rights thing. So, I mean, the guy's got, Deschamps ends after this World Cup.
Yeah.
Maybe Zidane comes in, could be the only person that Mbappe listens to. And the guy's got a long career. I'd hate to see him implode.
Yeah.
And kind of be another Neymar.
Honestly, eh?
Be a waste.
Yeah,
but Neymar is underachieved for what was promised.
Huge.
No, but my whole thing is, right, with this Mbappe story, if he does go to Real Madrid, say,
he will.
No other club is going to pay him what he's getting paid now. And is he willing to accept that he's going to take a significant pay drop?
Oh, I don't know.
I think he'll get it. It's just about, for me, it's just about how much this is all going to cost for Real Madrid, like to get him, because you remember after Neymar went to PSG, nobody's ever putting a clause like that in a contract ever again.
Right.
But
people are going to make it 10 figures, something silly.
Also, the thing is with Mbappe, right? The next club he goes to, he's bringing smoke. And do you want that kind of smoke at your club?
Bro,
there's fire.
There's always smoke at Real Madrid, bro.
And Real Madrid handle it.
There is always smoke at Real Madrid.
And that's why it's the only place he can go, because it's just Perez. Perez can handle
Florentino Perez is mad. I saw him break the transfer record. You remember, nobody talks about this transfer window. Remember that 2009 Real Madrid transfer window? Kaká, Benzema, Ronaldo, Xabi Alonso. I was like, this is ridiculous.
No.
The Avengers. I was like, no ways.
I know. No one ever mentions that. Ever mentions that. And they were stacked already.
They were stacked.
They were already stacked. And then I think he added Ozil on top of that.
Yeah.
I think he bought Sergio Ramos. It was
and he said, oh, Gareth Bale, I'll build you a stand.
It was disgusting. But,
no, they built a stand for Gareth Bale just to unveil him, because he was the first €100 million player.
I actually remember that.
So here's the thing about Mbappe and Real Madrid, right? And Mbappe better get over his image rights and his commercialization thing very quickly, because here's the thing. Real Madrid are expanding the Bernabeu.
Yes.
Right? To be the best stadium in the world of any stadium, better than any NFL stadium, better. I mean, that's what they're after. I don't know if you guys have seen that. Go check this out online.
Yeah, they're trying to do. So you've seen the Dallas Cowboys Stadium.
Oh, I thought you were teasing me about the London Cowboys. Okay, Dallas Cowboys, sure.
The most valuable sports team in the world. Have you seen their stadium?
Yes.
Florentino Perez is like, Jerry Jones, hold my beer.
Right? So the main thing is the soccer stadium, right? That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's built on levers and in towers that the field goes underground.
Yeah.
And they can put like exhibition decking.
Yeah.
But the field carries on growing. It's underground, but it gets watered, it gets fertilized, so it stays there. They bring it up.
And good old Perez is an engineer.
That's what I'm saying. So listen, it's a marvel. You got to look at this. You got to go find it. They'll be hosting tennis tournaments, concerts, whatever.
What it's proposed to look like is going to be mind blowing.
It's wild.
It's going to host the Galacticos.
Yeah, it's wild. And don't be surprised that there'll be a Madrid bid for Olympics, etc. It's built for that. But I guarantee you, every single concert, exhibition, wedding, tennis tournament, Mbappe's going to make an appearance, because you're paying back that money, bro.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you right now.
But that's why Perez didn't sign Frank Ribery.
That's too ugly.
How am I supposed to sell T-shirts with that face?
Yep. It's too
No, that's what he said.
Man, Perez.
I thought Rooney had that smoke on him at one point.
Don't sleep on Perez. Perez is its business. He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't even care if he likes you. Are you good for business?
He fired Vincente Del Bosch the day after he won the league. Do you know why? His football wasn't sexy enough.
Wow.
Hey, listen, but he also saw his ass a little bit during that period, because then he goes and gets Carlos Queiroz because he looks good in a suit.
Yeah. and then Wanderlei Luxemburger, Burn, Schuster, yes,
60 days.
Juan de Ramos.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Perez is the Don, and he's the guy. I think he'll save Mbappe from himself. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
He will save Mbappe from destroying his career, because I think the thing we'd hate to see is all the potential Mbappe has. People were talking like,
Do you know what Perez is going to say?
LA levels.
You want to end up like Neymar? Or do you want to be, the boss?
I hate to see that. But Ryan, how do you think, right? We've all, like kids, played soccer. Your dream, even us idiots, and this goes to win the World Cup. Like, that is the highest honor of any footballer.
That's it.
You do that at 20 years old. How do you ever come back to Earth?
That's true, though.
How do you ever come back to Earth?
And there are legends who have played the game and they're not allowed to touch that trophy.
You know what I mean?
You just do it again.
But how does Mbappe go, I've hit the pinnacle? Like, if his dream was all I ever want from my career is to win the World Cup, I don't care how you're somewhere in your head, the recesses, that little child in your head goes, you've done it, bro. You've arrived.
Yeah.
Like, I never understand when you see players, and not just Mbappe, like at any level, once a player wins a World Cup, the motivation to actually ever...
It's done.
You come to training with your medal on. Like, I would be insufferable.
Yeah, of course.
I would be terrible.
This comes back to Cristiano again, because do you remember when he started moving clubs? When he moved from United, was it to Real Madrid first, right?
Yeah.
Everybody compared Ronaldo to Messi and was like, well, Ronaldo's moved to the Spanish league, to the Italian league, to, and then they were like, but Messi has just been playing in the Spanish league and that's all he's been doing. And this is like, they were like, how many more leagues can Ronaldo go and own? You know, so maybe
it's done, bro.
But I don't know.
So that's an interesting thing you bring up, right? So
but I don't understand the Messi thing, because Messi goes to Champions League and he says, hold my beer.
Yeah, there was that period, I think, when Barcelona, did they do 3 in a row? They beat United 3 finals in a row.
No, they beat us 09 and 2011, split by the Inter by
It was that period where Messi was absolutely unplayable. I mean, that is the best period of any footballer ever. Like, you forget about it now, but my God,
we were thoroughly entertained.
There was nothing there. So, you know, what you're saying there is quite interesting about being in the same league, because that's the done, and in doing it in a few places. You already look at Haaland. So Haaland came up in Norway, kind of like got enough to get himself, goes to Austria, right? Does really well there. Goes to Germany, really well. Goes to England, really well. Mbappe has just kind of done it in France.
And it's a farmers league.
Well, I hate that term. Like, I hate.
Oaks, you must respect professionals. I rate on balance of being competitive, the French league is better than Bundesliga.
And listen, Bundesliga, there's no defending there.
Yeah.
They don't know how to defend. They don't give a shit.
It's a shootout, literally.
So, you know what? I hate Farmers League, that comment, because I support a Farmers League. Okay, Portugal is called a Farmers League.
Yes.
Yet, the Premier League clubs come in there all the time and drop 100 million regularly on farmers.
Us Liverpool.
You know, and they're sniffing around another Benfica midfield. And Rui Costa is going, they're fucking here again. Yeah. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
Time of my life.
Yeah.
It's like, even when I was setting it up for Battered Stutter, my job wasn't this easy.
But Paulo, you made a very good point about, how France is not really a farmers league, because whenever England or anybody in Europe needs a solid, robust, technical player, where do you go? You go to France.
Yeah. You're going to get it. And then they go to, they'll end up in the Evertons and the West Hams and the Brightons and kind of build themselves up and get the big moves.
Yeah.
And you seldom sign a flop from France.
And also the thing is French players, they, for lack of a better term, they're reliable. Every league, they can play in any league. You look at Serie A, you look at England, you look at La Liga, you look at, you know what I mean? They can adapt.
So let's wrap up kind of on that point. Karim Benzema, right? Leon boy, he was phenomenal when he was young. I mean, really probably the closest at that time we'd ever seen to Ronaldo phenomenon.
Yeah.
Like, he built himself around that. So he wins the Ballon d'Or wearing Tupac's
All
Matuk
eyes
dance.
on me. My man.
I love balls of him to go dressed as
That's
Tupac.
cool, though.
I mean, he's out.
But have you seen Benzema on social media?
Yeah,
he's wild.
He's just cool.
He's very cool.
I'm so cool.
He's
it's
very,
unreal,
very cool.
Right? And it felt like, listen, I mean, the guy, his performance in last year's Champions League final was masterclass of how to play as a forward.
Yeah.
Like it was
In
so
the whole Champions League campaign.
You're right, actually.
Oh, he dealt.
You forget about it.
He said PSG dealt with them. He said Chelsea, come at me, dealt with them. Man City,
and,
Yeah.
and from behind,
from behind.
always.
Bro, do you know what? You're behind. And you
Against super clubs.
against Man
Not
City,
Brentford.
and you Panenka, like
I mean-
in the English rain. He said, "Hold my beer."
You know, I am willing to say that in terms of football, Benzema's Champions League campaign from the knockouts onwards, it has to be in the top 10 best campaigns of any sportsman ever.
Yeah.
It was legendary the way, like, you can forget it. And
so unassuming, eh?
and that's the thing, so good for him. You know, we talk about this Galactico thing, and you mentioned earlier, same summer, Ronaldo, Kaká, and some kid Benzema, right?
And Xabi Alonso.
And look who's still performing to this day. And I've never, you don't see humble Galacticos, but this guy was always like, I'm here for the team. Whether it's Ronaldo, Ronaldo's like record breaking does not happen without Benzema. Benzema did the work, took the runners, did the fighting, did everything he needed to do. Then it goes for France. He's doing it with Mbappe. He's like, even though that France place isn't guaranteed, how do you not take him?
He's like,
hey,
bro.
But he's like, I got to facilitate Mbappe. What a superstar team player,
bro.
You know?
Did you hear when he won the Ballon d'Or what these coaches were saying about him?
Yeah. I mean, widely respected and like a reluctant superstar.
Yeah.
But just one of the elder statesmen. It's just like really good. And the Messi, Ronaldo kind of Ballon d'Or domination got boring and got stupid every time Ronaldo threw a tantrum. And, then it was always, they're looking to each other and they're talking to each other's wives. There's a lot of bullshit. So when you see the breakup, like Modric won and Benzema won. And now I hope it just gets a little bit more like reflective of going, if a guy has a good season, give it to him, not just because you're a fanboy.
And also at that age.
Yeah. I think that's
He's the
key
same age as Lewandowski, right?
It's same age as Messi.
Yeah.
1987.
It's 34.
34.
They're turning 35.
35.
Yeah,
35
he's born in 87.
Sure.
Yeah.
He's a year older than Lewandowski.
Have you seen his wife?
Listen, it's safe to say.
Just Google it.
Footballers' wives.
I don't think he's married though.
Footballers' wives are good looking.
Or girlfriend, whatever. Just Google it.
Hey, listen, also Google, or don't Google, Benzema sex tape.
Oh, yeah.
You know that story, Ryan?
Hit that 18 plus bucks, Paulo. We uploading this?
You know that story, Ryan?
No, but enlighten me.
Oh, he is married. When did he get married?
I told you.
He blackmailed his France teammate. That's why
Matteo Valbuena.
That's why he's out of the France team for so long.
Do you know what you must go do on Netflix? Go watch the Benzema documentary.
So
just type in Benzema.
Yeah, I think it's called Benzema or Karim or something. So he was in the France team.
He nearly went to prison.
Yeah. And it wasn't him, it was friends of his. Listen, he doesn't come from a great area. So friends of his kind of get hold of a sex tape that Valbuena had sent to Benzema. And then they were blackmailing.
They were extorting him,
Yeah, they were extorting him to pay us. We're going to release the sex tape. And obviously Benzema's the biggest name in there and got caught up in it, dropped from the French team, a bit of a pariah. So it's a great redemption arc. We love a redemption song. Guys, fancy Premier League, what's happening? How you guys doing? You got to get on top before the World Cup.
Yeah, bro.
What's happening? I mean, Haaland is a fraud. Only scored, he's not scoring hat-tricks anymore.
These guys go cold whenever I put them in my team. The only guy's consistent is Harry Kane for me.
Well, I mean, he stank up against United.
Yeah, he did
that's
stank.
Not gonna last.
But like...
I pulled a wild card, gentlemen, last week.
Bro.
I figured, you know what? We're going to get another one after the World Cup. It's a good time. Reece James is out.
Yeah.
Saint Maximo was out for me. I had to like restructure my whole team.
I messed up this
Same
week
as well.
because I didn't realize that not everyone played.
Yes.
Yeah, same.
So my team's stacked with City and Arsenal.
players said, and I'm just like,
I
well,
was like, oh, I didn't even realize it.
well,
Till I saw their little block out next to their name. But Eze from Crystal Palace, 2 weeks in a row, 10 points.
Mitrovic is.
Mitrovic
You think,
is on fire.
Mitrovic is back?
Yeah,
Yes.
Mitrovic
Also-
is
I thought he
performing.
burnt out a little bit.
Also, this I just wanna own this. In the last podcast, I did say how much longer are we giving Stevie G? And it
Nice.
happened.
Well, cool.
We'll
Last
finish on that. Let's just finish
All
up
right.
our fantasy league, right? Darwin Núñez. What are we feeling on Liverpool players? Right, they
Salah's the only one worth taking.
you.
Salah is back.
You think so?
He has been scoring
Yeah.
consistently for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, Liverpool.
Champions League
Elite, yeah.
and Premier
What,
League.
like an 8-minute hat trick or something?
Yeah.
Or 6-minute hat trick.
Unbelievable.
Liverpool are playing Forest, and Liverpool are about to enter that very irritating zone that I said would
They're already
happen.
getting there.
That they're going to go on a run of 15
Yeah.
games, winning, drawing, like not going to lose.
I'm already
that's
seeing
what they're
these
capable
damn
of.
fans popping up and having their say of Liverpool is back again. Because before, it was literally 2.5 weeks ago. It was, injuries. We have 9 injuries.
Yeah.
Oh, just wait. Reece James is injured. You're going to feel the same thing. And Cantona, you're going to feel the same. Now it's like, oh, no, we have Salah. We have nothing to worry about. I'm like, but 2.5 weeks ago, you were bitching about it.
Yeah, listen, that's you'll never cry alone. That's what they should change it to. So Man City are playing Brighton. Obviously, Haaland gets the week off,
Yeah.
and he'll probably be resting. I mean, for the Champions League game, I think the City are so through, it's unreal. So, what do you guys think about him smashing Brighton? Brighton losing Graham Potter, kind of going back to their old way of really good, really pretty, not scoring goals. And I think get in on Haaland at that point. Chelsea United, steer clear.
Yeah.
That is going to be probably going to be a
banger game, especially without Ronaldo there. And also, Aubameyang didn't start this week when they were playing Brentford. So I wonder if they were keeping him for this game.
Hey,
Also, Kepa's back, by the way. I don't know if you've seen this.
Let's do it. I'd love to see Lisandro Martinez kick Aubameyang in the head. But and you know what? So we talk about redemption arcs. Kepa was as low as snake shit.
Yes.
After that whole Carabao Cup final thing, refusing to come off, all the rest of it, lost a lot of confidence. World's most expensive. Is he still the world's most expensive goalkeeper?
I
Kepa?
think so.
No, it's
think-
Alisson.
Did
No.
Alisson take over?
It's Alisson.
You sure?
I don't think so. I think Alisson is 76, and I think Kepa was in the region of 80 to 85,
Yeah.
if not 90.
I'll tell you now.
But he was the biggest waste of at the time. I mean, Mendy made him look incompetent.
Oh,
to be
no,
honest.
it's Kepa.
Yeah, I thought so. And we've been just chilling because obviously Mendy's been
72 million pounds.
72 million pounds.
That's
Yeah.
how much Kepa cost.
So then who's second there? Does it tell you second?
It's Alisson.
What
Alisson.
What happened to Mendy though? Because at the stage, Mendy looked like the world's best goalkeeper.
He
He
got
got
injured.
injured.
He got injured.
But even before that, he was like dropping clangers. Like he just kind
know.
of was it went weird.
We saw it in his last game. I think he conceded 3.
Alisson was 65.
Alisson was 65.
That's
Yeah,
what
he
Kepa said,
was
yeah.
conceding quite a lot. And then we started bringing Kepa on, and I was like, oh, well, this is bad. And then when Graham Potter came in and started putting Kepa on, I was like, oh,
Well, you might as well recoup your.
yeah, we might
investment.
as well. I mean, we did drop.
Hey, listen,
70.
we all know Potter brings the magic. Ryan, are you?
Wait, just hold on. Just on that note, right? Gianluigi Buffon is the 5th most expensive keeper of all time. Listen to how much money that was dropped in 2001. 32.6 million pounds.
It's unreal. It's
In 2001.
outrageous.
Yeah, that's an
It's
outrageous number for that time.
outrageous. Is he still playing? I think
Yeah.
he's playing for Parma still in the Serie B. Great keeper in his time. One of the best mullets I've ever seen this side of the 80s.
Gigi, yeah.
He had a stage. He had a mullet. My God,
Business at the front, party at the back.
It was glorious. So Ryan 2 weeks ago, just out of nowhere, goes,
Yes.
"Why is no one shitting on Stevie G? The guy sucks." And we're like, "Oh, geez, Ryan, you're actually right." We look into it, and yesterday, get sacked was coming for a while. Did you hear that he gets sacked and has to ride the bus back with the team?
What, did he get sacked before he rode the bus?
Sacked after the game.
Sure.
And then he rides a, come on, Stevie G, fucking get an Uber. You know what I mean?
Honestly.
Like,
To do that thing, was it Klopp? Or who was it that hugged Or was it? Oh, it was Mourinho when he left and he hugged the players goodbye. And then he left on his own. I saw a picture like that. But yeah, I saw this headline last night, and I watched them play, and I just kept thinking in my head because there was a red in the game so early in the game,
But
and then
that was an outrageous tackle, though.
But I was just thinking, when he saw the red, did he think it's all over?
Yeah.
What was he like? Well, this is my career for now, you know.
Because like, shades of me slipping again.
No,
I bottled it.
This was literally my thought last night. I was watching them play, and I was like, I wonder how, because he's looking cool, but he knew exactly what was
coming. But do you know where I saw it? When
Where?
Coutinho went cold.
Yeah.
That's where I saw that, we've got a problem here.
Because that's a big test, right? Coutinho gets managers fired. He's that sort of guy. Because
and he was
costs a
Aston
lot.
Villa's big signing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Costs a lot. You back him. The guy's going to play, and he's hot and cold, right? You need to be a special kind of manager to handle him. Stevie G is not the most charismatic person. He never has been. Quite dour. Imagine listening to that, and then you're not doing well, and then he's coming in, and it's just flat, and it's just.
But also, people respect him so much as a legend in football. It's so hard to give him shit about it.
But how many times have we seen legendary players just
I
make
know.
terrible? Ruud Gullit, Glenn
Lampard.
Hoddle, Frank Lampard. It just,
Wayne Rooney.
there's
Gary Neville.
Gary Neville. I mean, Pep really breaks the mold in terms of that he was an elite. And even then, like as a player, he was a really good player.
But he wasn't.
He wasn't that.
He wasn't top drawer.
Yeah. He wasn't there. So I mean, even that's
The only guy's Zidane.
yeah.
Yeah.
And listen, Zidane also prove it. Do it at another club. You know what I mean? Because you won with Ancelotti's team. You just saw how easily Ancelotti came back in, and they just carried on. So I'd like to see Zidane do it. I mean, all indications are that he's joining France after the World Cup. Let's see what happens then. So Stevie G's out. There's a lot of good managers without jobs. Pochettino, Tuchel, Sean Dyche.
Tuchel's put. I think I read an article that he's denied 3 clubs so far. He's waiting for a big one. I don't know. They didn't say which ones, but I know he's got 3 offers and he's denied all 3. So I don't know who he's waiting for. By the way, did Wolves find another manager?
So Wolves are going to be autopilot until after the World Cup, they said.
That's ridiculous.
So
which makes sense, though.
It does make sense.
It makes sense.
They might be too far away by then. You know what I mean? They can't score goals.
Do they even have a team? Because, I mean, aren't they all Portuguese?
It's changing a bit. So look,
but they weren't lucky against Crystal Palace.
Julian Lopetegui's turned them down. There's talk of Nuno Espirito Santos going back, but I mean, just look up the road at Manchester and see what happens when Portuguese people go back to a club. It does not end the way it was before. So there's a lot of good managers around. Listen, Tuchel waiting for a big club. He's waiting for Premier League. He wants Premier League, and Villa's got money. Villa have got a lot of money. They got money. Then they got ambitious American.
I rate he waits for Conte.
Tottenham.
You think so?
Yeah, that's a good call.
How about Eddie Howe? How long do you think he's going to last?
Howe's doing what he was set out to do. What they.
The Conte Tottenham thing is we've seen a lot of managers do Chelsea and Tottenham. We've seen it a few times, so that's a good shout. Hey, listen. What are we gonna see? Because I actually forgot which manager you're speaking about there. Completely.
Eddie Howe.
Right.
Eddie Howe from Newcastle.
You know what I suspect with Eddie Howe? He's doing a hell of a job. Doing a really good job. Yeah. But I suspect that he's got a shelf life once Newcastle move up that tier.
Once they get into Europe.
I can't see Champions League, and I think they'll give him Europa. But I think once they go, because Newcastle are being like disgustingly sensible. I hate it.
Yeah. I know,
right?
And they're also scoring.
But like what they the way they're moving,
so boring.
It is boring.
It's so boring. Like I want to see wild shit. Like he bids for Neymar. Like I want to see that.
£400 million bid.
Listen, Eddie Howe, just keep your head down because you're never going to get a job with those resources ever again in your life, right? I think a Pochettino or a Tuchel at Aston Villa. They've got a good squad. They've got good players. Can't keep players fit, and there's money.
Well, we know Sam Allardyce because they say he's taking the job at 10 Downing.
Hey, you got to do it. Listen, and maybe Sean Dyche makes sense for Aston Villa.
Actually,
Same colors.
Oh, Scott Parker's also. But Scott Parker will never.
No. I think Villa go for a big name.
Yeah.
What happens to Stevie G? Where does he go? I heard he was next Liverpool manager.
Oh,
That's hey. Who takes a chance on Stevie G? No, Rangers will take him back.
Everton.
Oh.
What if, in a total twist, Frank Lampard and Steven Gerrard joint managers? They finally make it work together. Hey,
Nice.
that's a redemption story.
Nice.